जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी राधा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा यशोदानंदन प्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन प्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन प्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन प्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So once again we welcome all the assembled devotees for our Friday Bhagavad Gita discussion. We will read from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 11, the universal form, text 6. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tado Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayasu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutastada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata
Pasyadityan vasun rudran
Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata
Pasyadityan vasun rudran
Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata
Pasyadityan vasun rudran
Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata Mataji Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata Pasyadityan vasun rudran Asvinau marutas tada Bahuni adrishta purvani Pasyacharyani bharata Synonyms Pashya see Adityan the 12 sons of Aditi Vasun the 8 Vasus Rudran the 11 forms of Rudra Asvinau the 2 Asvinis Maruta the 49 Maruts demigods of the wind Tada also Bahuni many Adrishta that you have not seen Purvani before Pashya see Ascharyani all the wonders Bharata O best of the Bharatas. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. O best of the Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Translation. Please repeat after me. O best of the Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Purport. Even though Arjuna was a personal friend of Krishna and the most advanced of learned men, it was still not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. Here it is stated that humans have neither heard nor known of all these forms and manifestations. Now Krishna reveals these wonderful forms. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadandiham Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yuta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagra Jadan Sagagana Ragunadan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaidam Savadudam Parijana Sagidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Shri Visahan Vidam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyayevacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Pasyadityan Vasun Rudran Asvinav Mardastada Bahuni Adrista Purvani Pasyacharyani Bharata. O best of the Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Even though Arjuna was a personal friend of Krishna and the most advanced of learned men, it was still not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. Here it is stated that humans have neither heard nor known of all these forms and manifestations. Now Krishna reveals these wonderful forms. So we are discussing about the chapter number 11, the universal form, where Arjuna is requesting to Krishna to show his universal form so that he can able to visualize what he has spoken in so far, especially in the 10th chapter, the opulences. So Arjuna is in the chapter first text, Arjuna uvacha mad anugrahaya paramam uhyam adhyatma samnitam yat tvayuktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, by my hearing the instructions you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled. So in the second sloka, Arjuna is asking, O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories. Arjuna is confirming in the second sloka itself that he is realized Krishna's inexhaustible glories. And the third sloka is saying, O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. Then here Arjuna is saying in the fourth sloka, if you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self. Here the wonderful thing is that Arjuna is requesting Lord Krishna that, O Lord, if you think that I can able to withhold your form, then you can, he is submitting himself and requesting in a submissive way to Krishna to show the universal form. So Krishna saying in the 5th sloka, Sri Bhagavan Vacha Pashyame Partha Rupani Sataso Ata Sagasraha Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha. The Supreme Personality of God had said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, see now my opulence, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. So from the 5th sloka onwards, Krishna is going to reveal the universal form to Arjuna. So today, this 6th sloka also Krishna is saying, O best of the Bharatas, see here the different manifestation of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. So in this regard, I have read some of the article of His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. So we will discuss about some of the points Prabhu mentioned in his article. So here the universal form, the term universal form essentially refers to a form that shows Krishna's presence, power and purpose spread across the entire universe. The universal form pervades the universe from within or encompasses it from without, or both. Krishna doesn't have any such form that exists eternally in the spiritual world. He sometimes reveals it in this world as a temporary vision to some special souls. So in this sloka, Krishna is saying that this form is no one has seen or heard of before. But Prabhu is mentioning here, he sometimes reveals it in this world as a temporary vision to some souls. We may remember that in this form, not the complete form, full as like this one, but Krishna showed the universal form to Mother Yashoda also. And to some extent, he showed this Vishwarupa in the assembly, in the Kuru assembly, where Duryodhana and all his people are present. That time also Krishna showed this universal form, not to this full extent which is going to show to Arjuna. So, and Uttanga Rishi also Krishna showed this universal form, and many instances, even in if you read in Bhagavatam, we can see that even during this when Vaman Dev is expanding himself, it's somehow, or it's a universal form. He showed many things because he measured the whole creation in within and upper planetary system, everything in 2 steps, and other steps, you're just looking for where I can put. That time very nice descriptions given, how the whole universes are under the Lord. So why Arjuna wants to ask this universal form? In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Krishna to show him his universal form. Why does Arjuna want to see it? Because Arjuna is already realized about the glories and his doubt everything is finished. Then again, why does Arjuna want to see this universal form? Because he desired to have visual confirmation of Krishna's previous verbal declaration. So in 10.2, Krishna is saying, I sustain the whole universe with just a fragment of myself. So what is the need to know my all other opulences? So with my fragmental parts, I have this, I sustain the whole universe. So Arjuna wants to see how, he wants to visualize it, how Krishna is sustaining the whole universe. That is the reason. why does Arjuna desire this visual confirmation? For his benefit and for ours. So not only for Arjuna's benefit he is asking for this visual, this universal form, but also for ours. Prabhupada very clearly explained in his purports, in coming purports, there are in this age of Kali, there are so many unscrupulous persons are claiming they are the God, they are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When somebody claim that they are the Supreme, then they should be ready to show the universal form. So for the future generation also this is essential. And one more thing is Arjuna, a devotee of Krishna, he convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maybe in the future generations they may claim that since you are a friend of Krishna, you are exaggerating the things. Maybe Krishna little powerful, but you are exaggerating that he is the Supreme. Maybe somebody may put forth the arguments. To finish that argument also, Krishna wants to, Arjuna is asking Krishna to show the universal form. So that it will be the standard. Anybody in future or anybody who want to understand the Lord, they can understand from Bhagavad Gita. All the descriptions are given how the Lord is showing his universal form. And at the same time, somebody who falsely claim that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then for them this is the test. You have to show your universal form. People can ask this kind of things from them. So Prabhu writes, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is right here. Why does Arjuna desire this visual confirmation? For his benefit and for ours. In the Gita, Arjuna represents every man and every woman. Most of us understand something better when in addition to hearing about it, we also see it. Therefore, for our benefit, Arjuna requests Krishna to show his glories through his universal form. This statement we can easily understand that if something we are here, there are different kind of people. Somebody is very good by hearing, they will understand. Somebody, when they see, visualize, they can understand. So here also we are making presentation. Just while hearing, if we see also, it will be more easy to understand things. So that's the reason he is asking for this universal form. So Prabhu writes, for the universal form in the Gita is a revelation, meaning that it is a top-down vision. The topmost divinity, Krishna, makes it visible to the humanity through humanity's representative, Arjuna. Krishna also offered similar revelations to a few others, his mother Yashoda, the Kuru prince Duryodhana, and the sage Uttanga. So Arjuna is, Krishna, even though whether Arjuna is asking or not asking, Krishna himself wants to show this universal form for the entire humanity, so that he makes the Arjuna as the representative of the humanity, and through Arjuna he gives this universal form for the benefit of everyone. So we discussed earlier Mother Yashoda and Duryodhan and sage Uttanga, they are also see this universal form to some extent when Krishna is doing the pastime. The universal form is a revelation, which essentially means it is something not normally accessible to us humans, but made accessible by divine intervention. How might that intervention happen? In many ways, all of which involve Krishna using his omnipotence to temporarily suspend the normal ways in which material nature functions. Let's consider some possible ways. First, Krishna may make himself visible in a form that our normal eyes can see. This is possible for Krishna. Now, with our present eye, we cannot able to see Krishna. So, but if Krishna wants to show, to reveal himself to us, even we can see Krishna in our present eyes, if Krishna is make that one. Krishna can do that one. He may empower eyes to see something they can't normally see. Second, he may empower our eyes to see something they can't normally see. The third, by suspending our normal vision of things around us, he may empower us to see something we can't normally see. That could be figuratively called giving a different set of eyes. Gita 11.8. Krishna's revelation of the universal form to Arjuna does seem to fall in this third category. While Arjuna was beholding the universal form, he couldn't see any of the normal things present on the battlefield. He just saw the universal form everywhere. So when Arjuna is seeing the universal form, he see the entire universe he see. In that, even there, when Krishna is giving instruction to Arjuna, that also he is seeing. Arjuna is seeing. So this Lord is empower him to see this universal form. So in the Brahma Samhita, Brahma is also confirming that how one can see the Lord. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayesu Vilokayanti Yam Syama Sundaram Achintyam Gunaswarupam Govintam Adipurusam Tamaham Bhajami. So anyone who is having in the love of Godhead anointed in their eyes, they can see the Supreme Lord. So Brahma is telling, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana, through bhakti, devotion, Bhakti Vilochana, Santa Sadaiva Hridayesu. They can able to see always Krishna. Prabhupada many times says that one can see the Krishna face to face if they are in the pure devotional service. And also it says that one cannot see Krishna, through this eyes. Here also in the purport, Prabhupada mentioned that even though Arjuna is an intimate friend of Krishna, he cannot able to understand Krishna in full. That is the position of the human beings. They cannot able to estimate the Krishna's 100%. So how we can see Krishna? We cannot see about Ataha Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhaved Grahyam Indriyai. Sevan Muhoki Jivadu Swayam Eva Sprutadaha. By our own senses, we cannot able to understand Krishna. But by serving him, Sevan Muhoki Jivadu, with our tongue, chanting his holy name, tasting Krishna Prasadam, associating with the devotee. In this way, we are engaging our senses in the service of Lord. The Lord himself voluntarily he can reveal us to in our heart. So in Bhagavad Gita, this triple narrative structure, here, why does the Gita use this triple descriptive framework? To help us gain a sense of a vision that is otherwise incomprehensible. When something is difficult to understand, it is helpful to have that thing described or explained from different perspectives. This we can understand from our, even in material education also. A professor, he wants to teach some particular subject, he may use different way. He can, to solve one issue, he will option 1 you know, you have to do it like this way, this way, this way, because somebody catches some particular thing. If you give more options, it is easy for to understand. So here also, the Bhagavad Gita also, they are following the same thing. In general, if someone claims to have seen something supernatural, it is natural that most people will be suspicious. But if multiple people see the same thing, that increases the credibility of the vision. Beyond that, if we want to know more about what was actually seen, then we can try to integrate the details of the sight as described by different people. Especially for this universal form, this is very rare in this very rare form, very rare description. If you want to understand from one sources, maybe a doubt may arises that maybe he's exaggerating the things, maybe whether it is true or not, or this thing. So for that reason only here, so Krishna is talking about himself. He's telling some of the 4 slokas. Krishna is telling that about this universal form. Then Sanjaya is also telling to Dhritarashtra, see what he see in the battlefield, what are all Krishna is explaining to Arjuna, what are all the forms he shows to Arjuna, that also Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra. So Krishna is saying, Sanjaya is saying, and even in this Arjuna is also saying, whatever he is seeing, that also he is telling to others. See, I am seeing this one. So many demigods are coming, other things are coming. I can see very horrible. So all the soldiers are getting into this mouth, or all killed. You know, the everything is Arjuna is also 3 people. Like for example, in order to understand very easily to convince something, like for example, in this hall, New Vrindavan hall, you know, some supernatural things is happening. One person is telling, means, you know, we will not take it very seriously. Like for example, no, there is some ghost is there, especially behind that book box, where we are keeping. That time something is there. I can able to sense some spirit is there. One person is saying, we will not take it very seriously. So we hear from many people, oh, maybe there may be something is there. Like we tend to believe like that. So this thing, when I sing spirit, I remember the Prabhupada used to buy many haunted buildings, because there are so many ghosts are there in that building. So that building, other people won't go and purchase this one. So Prabhupada, say, you know, you purchase, you know, see, when I am chanting, I can see that, you know, that is roaming here and there. It is not disturbing me, like that. So nowadays it may people are doing for wrong also this thing. So the point is that if in a different person saying the same thing, you know, it is more authenticative. That is the point here. This, you know, like to establish this universal form, that Krishna is also telling, Sanjaya is also telling, and Arjuna is also telling these informations. The Bhagavad Gita's revelation of the universal form is arguably among the greatest mystical or supernatural visions in world theology. In this vision, the entire universe is shown from one place. It is as if a glimpse of omniscience is offered to us. Suddenly we can able to see, Arjuna can able to see the entire thing by the mercy of Krishna. He is seeing everything. You know, just in this we can see in the later part of this chapter, we can see, you know, how all the people, except Pandavas, everybody is going to die. Already died. Only you be an instrument and do this activity. So that assurance Krishna is giving to Arjuna. So Arjuna is very is very enthusiastically asking to show your universal form. Like what Arjuna is thinking, that maybe Krishna will reveal to me all his opulences, is as described in this 10th chapter. Like that's what Krishna is also doing, the same thing. Initially he is going all the positive things, everything is giving. When Krishna shows this Kala Rupa, when the time, like when that time when he sees all these horrible things which are happening, then Arjuna do not want to see this form. He wants to stop this form immediately. Please show me your 400 form and then 200 form in this way. So of course, in the immediate context of the Gita, Krishna's description to Arjuna of what he is going to reveal is meant to help Arjuna understand the upcoming vision. By preceding revelation with the description, Krishna underscores and utilizes a key principle in human cognition. We don't see things just with our eyes, we see things also with our intelligence, which helps us make sense of what we see with our eyes. To help us better appreciate the vision of the universal form, the Gita describes it thrice, in Krishna's words, in Sanjaya's words, and in Arjuna's words. So this is how this chapter is going on to the thing. So we will see today's sloka. In the 6th sloka, O best of the Paradas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard before. You see in this picture, you can see many demigods are coming, a lot of Adityas. Adityas is the they are the manifestation of the sun, Adityas, and Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras, all the other demigods are coming see that everything, the universal form. It is very difficult to maybe we can take one movie, like how we see this movie of what is that movie, Narsimha, Namavadar Narsimha. Very wonderful, right? We hear many classes, we see the descriptions, some of our devotees are visited the place. Then after seeing this film, our faith is become more strong, right now, Prabhuji? Like visual effects and even the children's everything, we saw that one. So that these kind of things, instead of, there are so many movies are coming nowadays in Bollywood, Hollywood, Tollywood, Kollywood, many woods are there. So we should have our own Krishna woods like that. We have to produce many films like that. So to make us to prevent us from the distraction of those things. Like after seeing that one, it's a very wonderful way of presentation. This movie is a wonderful way. It reached many people. If we call for discussion, maybe many people may not come, but for movies, people come and they will benefit out of that one. Somehow or otherwise, after seeing that one, they come in contact with some devotees, definitely they will progress in a spiritual life. So same way, Krishna is also showing his universal form, just to make the faith stronger for our normal people. So best of the, see here the behold many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Even though Krishna shows this universal form to Mother Yashoda and in the assembly of Kuru dynasty, Duryodhana, and in Rishi Uttanga. But this is a complete show of the universal form. That's what Krishna is himself saying, that no one has ever seen or heard of before this universal form. So when So in the purport, Prabhupada is saying, even though Arjuna was a personal friend of Krishna, the most advanced of learned man, it was still not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. Arjuna, you can see the glories of Arjuna. Now how great is Arjuna? Like, he's the greatest warrior, no one can able to defeat him. He can fight even during the night also. He is having the art, and he is 24 hours he is in remembrance of Krishna, always thinking of Krishna. He never forgets Krishna. Arjuna, very intimate associate of Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna is love him so much, like that, among the Pandavas, I am Dhananjaya. So he is saying that how he is very close to Arjuna, like Arjuna. Even Arjuna cannot understand, not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. That is the glory of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We hear as much as, even in Krishna consciousness, like to understand this point, the subject matter is open to all. Prabhupada gave everything, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, all the books, everything is there. But the realization of a individual devotee is different. Some may know some percentage, others may know some percentage. It is according to their eagerness to understand the pastimes of the Lord, according to their efforts, according to their service, according to their submission. The same literature, same thing will reveal according to their desire. According to all these things, Krishna is revealing. So Prabhupada used to say this one, like there is a Bhagavat, personal Bhagavat, and a book Bhagavat. So if one want to understand the Bhagavatam, he has to serve both. He has to read Bhagavatam and he has to serve the person Bhagavatam. Then only the most confidential things are hidden in the person Bhagavatam. So in this way, according to our thing, Krishna reveals himself. As we see that earlier we discussed, Ataha Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhaved Graham Indri Sevan Muhoki Jivadu Swayam Eva Sputadaha. So if Krishna wants to reveal, he can reveal himself to anyone and everyone. But our own effort, if we think that we can, by our efforts, we can able to understand Krishna, means it is impossible to understand Krishna. So further, the purport, Prabhupada said, here it is stated that humans have neither heard nor known of all these forms and manifestations. Now Krishna reveals these wonderful forms. So Krishna is revealing his forms. So as I mentioned earlier, that even though other fortunate souls like Mother Yashoda, Uttanga Rishi, and in one sense for Duryodhana they see the universal form before, but that is not a complete form which Lord is showing here to Arjuna. To some extent Krishna is revealing himself according to the necessity. How much is required, that is required. That's why here saying that this now he is giving this to Arjuna to encourage him to do his duty of fighting. So today, as Prabhuji mentioned that today is the appearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We may see some of them we may discuss about about glorification of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur for a few more slides, and we will wind up. So appearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Sri Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared in 1838 in a wealthy family in the Nadia district, West Bengal. He revealed that he is an eternal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by his extraordinary preaching activities and prolific writing. Living as a Mahabhagavata Vaishnava, he stayed in the Grihastha ashram until the last few years of his life. Then he renounced everything, accepted Babaji and entered Samadhi, totally absorbed in the loving service of Gaura Gadadhara and Radha Madhav. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, as Prabhu Morning mentioned that he is the magistrate of that time. Then we also see that one, the railway track, the British government put the railway track for him only to travel, because they understand he solved all the problems of many of the problems, so it's very important for them, so that in order to get his service they made them the separate railway track for Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he is the ideal example for a grihastha, that he is having family, children's. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is his son. He prayed to Lord Jagannath to give him a son who can help him in the preaching. So in his prayer he said that only the ray of Vishnu can able to take up this movement. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is like a ray of Vishnu, so that he take this Krishna consciousness, spreading this Krishna consciousness to all over the world, and he is empowered our dear Srila Prabhupada to go to West and preach this mission. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that his name is going to be chanted in all the world, all over the world, nook and corner of the world. And same thing Bhaktivinoda Thakur also predicted that in Mayapur, the Europeans and Americans and the white people, they will come and chant the glories of the holy name, and they are chanting the Mahaprabhu name, Jai Satchinandana Jai. So in that way, that we are all witnessing that one, it is happening. We are very fortunate. Our devotees, they are taking us to Mayapur and showed that this is not something we are discussing, something in the paper, not in the presence. So we went there, we witnessed everywhere that how wonderfully these Vaishnavas, they are developing this. I went Mayapur 10 years ago, that the completely different. I thought what was in my mind, because what we see, that only we are thinking, that after 10 years when I see that one, tremendous effort, how much effort all this our spiritual masters and their disciples are put, they made it like wonderful thing. I went for Prabhupada Samadhi Mandir. I do not want to come out from there, actually. Very wonderfully they did that one. How much love for Srila Prabhupada, they made it so wonderful that it's very, very, very attractive. Anyone go there, definitely they will get bhakti. in this way they made it very wonderful. Temple of TOP also coming up. So many temples, as you mentioned, the new projects are coming. The transformation, so opportunities and serving, like all the people. It's very wonderful opportunity for the coming generations. They can go there and stay there, and then they can, this thing all because of all. It is not possible without the mercy of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and previous acharyas. So he had a responsible government position as the district magistrate, high court judge, maintained a Krishna conscious family, and wrote almost 100 books on Krishna consciousness. At the same time, he served the Supreme Lord in so many ways. That is the beauty of his life. After a full day of government service, he would sleep for 4 hours, get up at midnight and write until morning. That was his daily program. This Prabhupada is saying about Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj. So here, Thakura Bhaktivinoda took Vaishnava Diksha from Sri Vipin Vihari Goswami in the line of Sri Janma Mata. Afterwards, he received spiritual inspiration and direction from Srila Jagannath Das Babaji. Holding an exalted government post, vast erudition and spiritual accomplishment never disturbed Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He remained prideless, always humble, friendly to all. Charity seekers at his home always left happy and satisfied. A well-wisher to everyone, he never kept grudges even with opponents to his preaching. In fact, he never spoke a word that would hurt another's feeling. So here one important point we can see that even though he was initiated with Sri Vipin Vihari Goswami, he received spiritual inspiration and direction from Srila Jagannath Das Babaji. So, as you mentioned, that how he identified the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj in very elderly age, and then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj went that place. He jumped like anything like a normal man. So in this way, he served. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj is saying, you should always absorb your mind in attentively chanting Krishna's glories. By performing Krishna Kirtana, you will gain mastery over the mind. Give up all false pride. Always think yourself to be worthless, destitute, lower and more humble than straw in the street. Practice forgiveness like the tree, giving up all violence toward other living beings. You should maintain them. Throughout your life, you should never give anxiety to others, but do good to them, make them happy, and forget about your own happiness. So here he is giving the very wonderful lesson that forgive all, think yourself to be worthless, tested over and over. Practice forgiveness like a tree. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sagishnana amanina manadena kirtanya sadagari. So our spiritual progress is based on our chanting. Our chanting is only possible if you are humble than the straw in the street. Like Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sakishna amanina manadena kirtanya sadahari. So you have to give all respect to everyone, and we should not expect any respect from anybody. Possible? We expect respect from all, and we will never respect anyone. Oh, kya? Mera ko malum hai. Is none. I saw him very small. Now he is something, he little bit he earned. He is thinking like so much. He is thinking about. I know him, what he is. But I think if you want to progress in spiritual life, we have to respect everyone, and we should not expect respect from anyone. This is actually it is very good for, if you follow this one, it is very good. It will not, then if you expect something, expectation lead to frustration. If you expect something from someone or something, definitely it's one day or other day it is going to be a frustration only. Expectation leads to frustration only. So we have to do all our thing, but we should not expect. We have to practice. Otherwise, it is frustration only. One day we will get respect. Next day, if you go to for our relatives and other, there is a saying: if you go there, don't stay more than 3 days. Stay 3 days, serve them, come out. That's the reason our sannyasis also, they are not staying much, because they know our conditions. They stay for very limited periods and then they are proceed to the next places. So familiarity breeds contempt. So that way we have to be. We should not expect respects from others. Because why? Because there is nothing is within us. The others has to respect us. Because so Prabhupada used to say that this whatever we are having, it is borrowed things, borrowed intelligence. Prabhupada used to say that borrowed intelligence. So if you know something, if you have something, everything belongs to Krishna. Why should I get respected? Why should I disrespect others? What I have more than them or whatever. We don't have anything, and so there is no reason for disrespect. And for this forgiveness, one of my friend is a Krishna conscious person in my area. He told me that one instant that this forgiveness is a very good thing. Later only I realized. I hold one person, he did very, very, very grievous things to me, and whenever I am thinking, my blood is boiling. He did that one very grievous offense towards me. Even though I am trying, I could not able to forgive him. Whenever I am thinking, it agitates me and other thing, and somehow or other, I thought, how long I can keep this within my heart? Let me forgive him. Let me forgive him. Let it be there. Okay, I know he did this to me. This is unacceptable. But still he did that one. But okay, now I don't want to, because I cannot able to hold this one for long. I'm trying, but I'm leaving them. When after I come to that conclusion that we'll forgive him anyway, let him go, you forget that one. Then he say that that gives so much freedom to him. He feels so much blessed. He thinks it's a very productive. That this I, after holding this for so many years, I'm just keeping some 100 kgs in my head and I'm walking everywhere with that burden. Why don't I do this for long before? Then I relate that one. That is genuinely true. That one. We can also try this one. So any one of us having, still we are not forgetting something. We are not ready to forgive. Today we will forgive. Okay, today whatever grave it is, we forgive him. Then we move on our life, then we can experience this one. So, continue. Thus, when you become a pious, good soul by possessing all good qualities, you should give up desires for fame and honor. This is also very, very difficult. That whatever we do, we expect respect, honor, fame. And just make your heart humble, knowing that Lord Sri Krishna lives within all living beings. You should respect and honor everyone at all times. So this is the reason behind why you have to respect everyone. Because Lord Krishna lives within all living beings. You should respect and honor everyone at all times. Not sometimes, like we honor and sometimes we respect and rest of the time we forget. Whenever, I'm happy, I'm comfortable, Hare Krishna Prabhu, how are you? I'm respecting you so much. How can I serve you? When I'm distressed, you come here and you are asking for something, some help, really. That time, you really need my service. That time I say, sorry Prabhu, I have some other engagement. We'll see. You check with someone else. So, no. We have to serve them at all times, everyone at all times. You will attain virtue by being humble, merciful, respecting others, and renouncing desires for fame and honor. In such a state, you should sing the glories of the Supreme Lord. So he is saying, Pranadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sagishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtanya Sadahari. So when a person is free from all these things only, he can able to continuously sing the glories of the holy name. Otherwise, like me, only for class preparation, speak Krishna, and rest of the time planning my, how to make my life successful by becoming, material advancement. How to these things. But for sure that is not going to happen. This place is, Krishna is telling, even though we heard many times that, this is the place of misery, dukkhalayam, and also this is a asasvatam, temporary, but we want to make a permanent thing in this temporary world. How it is possible? Not possible. So, in such a state, you should sing the glories of the Supreme Lord, weeping. Bhaktivinoda submits his prayer at the lotus feet of the Lord. This Bhaktivinoda Thakur is prayer is saying, "Oh Lord, when will you give me such qualities as these?" It's a Mahabhagavata devotee. From the first slide, we see that Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a Mahabhagavata devotee, and completely surrendered devotee, empowered by the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's is associate, but still is saying that, when will you give me such qualities as these? He's put himself in a conditioned soul position, and he is praying for our benefits. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj gave a very wonderful instruction. He is a Grahastha devotee. He gave the instruction that everyone should have utilized their 24 hours time. They have to divide it into 8 hours, like 8 hours for work, 8 hours for other bodily needs, and 8 hours for spiritual progress. So in this way one has to follow. But not only is saying that one, we can see in the Gaudiya Vaishnavism, they put their schedule, Maharaj Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj's schedule, how his day is going on. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. rest 2 hours, and 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. right. So 4 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. rest, and then 4:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. chant japa, 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. correspondence, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. study sastras, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Bhat prasadam, half liter milk, fruit and 2 chapati, and 10 to 1 p.m. court duties, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. refresh at home, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. court duties, and then 5 to 7 translates Sanskrit Shastras to Bengali, and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Path Prasadam of little milk, rice, 2 chapatis. This is his schedule. When we see the summary, we can see sleep 3 hours, write 8.5 hours, japa study 4.5 hours, work 6 hours. See how he pulled the time from the other activity. He instructed us to take 8 hours for your work, but he works for 6 hours, and he says you take 4 hours for this bodily needs and other things, take 3 hours only, 8 hours. So he utilized writing and japa study, and then 13 hours he is utilizing. He pulls 2 hours here, 13 means 5 hours you pulled from the other thing. Mahabhagavata. But at least we have to try. How much we have to think about ourselves, how much hours we are utilizing for our spiritual progress in our life. Like straight away goes 8 hours, you have to present there, 1 hour traveling, 1 hour coming, 10 hours gone. Working people here. At least here, okay, in this country we have some time. In India it's more than this one. And sleeping hours, bath, maintaining the body, all these hours. 8 hours is the principle. We have to get inspiration from Bhaktivinoda Thakur and increasing our time to our spiritual progress, studying, japa, all the stuffs. So Srinivasacharya praises the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavana, saying that Nana Sastra Vicharanika Nipuno Sadharna Samastakabo Lokana Hitakarino. The 6 Goswamis deeply studied all the Shastras in order to establish eternal religious principle for the benefit of everyone. This is Srinivasacharya is praising about the 6 Goswamis, and he is saying similarly, Thakura Bhaktivinoda made unlimited preaching contribution to help humanity, and for this he is known for as the 6th Goswami, 7th Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj ki Jai. So in this way, it's Acharya, when we are remembering during his appearance and disappearance day, we beg for their mercy, we will get their mercy. We should also have hope to progress in our spiritual life. So by this we can conclude. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
So we can take some questions.
Yes, Prabhupada.
Okay, so any question? We have time. On Bhagavad Gita verse. कोई जिज्ञासा, कोई प्रश्न? Printed so well that there is no question at all. They are so clear.
Other way around, Prabhu. Even though if you ask anything, you are not going to say anything good, so better not to ask like that.
So wonderfully is that Bhagavad Gita as well as the Srimad Bhagavatam Maharshaya, so many information about him. And he mentioned that we all should get inspired. Like being a Grihastha devotee. Grihastha, we should always have such ideal Grihastha devotees. That's part of this congregation, or this movement actually we can say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, that we have all the varnas are here, all the ashramas are here. So no matter wherever we are, we can take example, inspiration. We have Grihastha, we have Panthas, we have Brahmachari, we have Sannyasis, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj is very ideal Grihastha. When the Prabhupada asked Srila Prabhupada about your Grihastha life, but not very successful. So Prabhupada said Krishna wanted something from me, Krishna wanted to present something else. But if you want to take inspiration from Grihastha life, please follow Bhakti.
Follow Bhakti Nata.
Prabhupada mentioned that. In Prabhupada life, we see that he was not very successful. Right? Not very successful. Because Krishna wanted to demonstrate how in all the odd situations, Prabhupada came out. Even the family was not there with him, nothing was there, but still he came out. He served the Krishna. So thank you, very good to you describe. And also the Bhagavad Gita shloka written from this Charan Prabhuji is very nicely explained that spiritual form. And even Prabhupada mentioned that Arjuna was there, but still he was not able to understand because his friend, even though. So Krishna reveals that Acharya says that whoever he wants to reveal, he will reveal. His Swarat, independent Swarat. So it does not depend on whether you are a friend of Krishna, Samaham Sarvabhuteshu. Sometimes apparently we see the demons, Vritasura is a demon. But he was much more advanced than Indra.
Yes.
See the conversation.
Yes, Prabhu.
Much more advanced than interaction and understanding of the Tattva.
Yes.
Krishna can reveal to anyone who is sincere and who is following this path. So
Thank you, Prabhu. Since Prabhu, I just want to add one thing. When you are talking about Srila Prabhupada, without talking to Srila Prabhupada, our thing will be, thing. So I remember I heard one video of Solnas Radhanath Swami Maharaj is sharing with the devotees, how one time in Srila Prabhupada, all the devotees who are serving Srila Prabhupada, some are book distributors, some are, I think you also many times you told this story, but still it is worth to say again. So some are book distributors, some are cooking seva, some are deity worships, some are many people are doing many sevas. They want to know which seva is more dear to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj very nicely, vividly explained, but I'm just saying that essence, what is that one. So everyone is eager to know, and then they all went and asked Srila Prabhupada, we are all doing service according to your orders, many sevas we are doing, but which seva you like the most? So which seva will please you? Like that they asked, and every parents. So before answering this one, I just to materialistic way I want to say that we used to ask, generally, we will ask, Amma, whom you like. Like for example, we three brothers, we will say, we will go and ask Amma, who you like the most among 3 or 4, 5, whatever numbers you can. Amma say, whoever going and asking, she will say that I like you the most, like that. So everyone goes, she will say, mother will say like that. So I like you the most. Then we will fight against us. Amma told, she likes me only. And then others, who told you? Many times I asked, she told me only. Then everyone, then they thought like, now we will all go and ask together and ask Amma. Now you tell me, out of 3 or 4, who you love? Like that she will ask. Then mother is intelligent, right? We cannot, she can tell each one, like that, I like you for this and like you for this one, like that she managed. So this is, maybe everyone has this experience. So like Prabhupada is, all the devotees went and asked Prabhupada that which service you like, Prabhupada, you tell me. Tell us, we just want to know which, you like everything, but which will more pleasing you, like that. Then Prabhupada said, Prabhupada, take a pause and just take a pause, and then he said, whoever loves Krishna more, that service I like, that person I love more. So that means whatever service you perform, that is different. But what is your intention? Whether when you are serving that service, whether you really love and serve, That is the important. So Prabhupada said, whoever loves Krishna most, I like them. So that is the answer Prabhupada gave. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So what we will express our gratitude to Prabhuji
Hare Krishna.
for taking us on such a wonderful journey of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad. And when we hear such glories of our Guru Parampara, so that also poses a responsibility on us, that we belong to such Parampara. Right? This is our dynasty, our spiritual dynasty. And we have such personalities, Sri Bhakti, Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Bhakti, Vinod Thakur Swami Maharaj. So like that you see the Parampara. When we hear about them, their glories, then sort of sense of responsibility that we have to be very, very responsible because we are representing this Parampara. जैसे आप किसी बड़े परिवार से आते हैं तो आपका जिम्मेदारी भी बढ़ी जाती है कि इतने बड़े परिवार को हमको सबके सामने रखना है. So this is the purpose that when we understand this Parampara, more and more become more and more sincere. And on this auspicious day, we beg their mercy that whatever they have taught us, we try to practice.